Make sure you get a new gasket on your drain plug. I'm not worried about it draining completely because obviously I'm taking the pan off. I can get it from down here. Careful if your exhaust is hot. Make sure you put a thin film of oil on the gasket. Okay, the oil pan bolts are a 10mm. I like to use a 1/4" drive. I break them free before I use any electric tools on them or air tools. But I do prefer the 1/4" drive because it's a skinnier socket and also a thinner extension. But I'll break them all free, like I said, and then I'll come through with my power tool. There should be 12 total. And they're all the same size bolt except for 2 nuts. So you got 1 nut here, and then there's 1 nut on this side. Let's see. Where is it? There it is. And then the rest are bolts. Should be. Check. There's different ways to free the pan. Some people will use a little cutting tool and get in there and kind of hammer that around the edge. You can also gently pry at it. You don't want to bend the pan. You don't want to score up the maiden surfaces. What I like to do, and this is kind of use your own judgment, but I will kind of tap it a few times first and just make sure that you're doing it light enough that you're not going to bend the pan. But I'll tap a few areas and gently kind of work it. And you can kind of hear it change sound. And you can hear it like kind of breaking free. You might not be able to get it broke free this way, but sometimes you can. The biggest thing is just to be gentle. And you hear how that change sounds there? So it's starting to actually come free this way. But again, being gentle, not denting the pan, that's the biggest thing. But you hear how it's changed sound. So that means that it has actually broken free a little bit. And now I can start pulling it down. And then I have done absolutely no damage to the pan or the maiden surface or anything like that. And to me, that always seems to work the best. I do good with that. So now you want to clean up your maiden surface real good. You may need to use a scraper. Just make sure that you don't gouge anything. You're going to do the same for the oil pan. And I'm also going to clean up my oil pan a little bit. And then we'll put the oil pan back on. So I probably won't video all this because it'll take a little bit of time, but I have a little scraper that I like to use. I got this at Harbor Freight in a little package. It came with, I think, 5 different scrapers, but it's one of the smallest ones out of the package. And just really take your time, make sure not to gouge anything. You can use a razor too, but I've gotten really good at using these. A lot of people frown on these, but I actually really like them. So it just really depends on you and what you feel most comfortable with. But you just kind of start getting all this gasket maker off, get it all cleaned up real good. You want a nice clean maiden surface. Alright, so once you get your surfaces all cleaned up, it can take a while, and definitely expect oil to be dripping the whole time you're doing it. You're going to get drips from here. You're going to get a drip right up in this area, and you're going to get a drip here. And that's okay. You're not going to get rid of that. You can spray parts cleaner in there all you want, and it's still going to drip. What you're going to do is, before you set your pan up, just give this a good wipe down with some parts cleaner, and then wipe up along the edge here too, so it doesn't drip as you're putting the pan up. And I'll show you that. But you want both your surfaces nice and clean. As you can see, your whole oil pan's all cleaned up, and then you can put your bead of gasket maker on. And I will be using Right Stuff 90-minute gasket maker black. I like this stuff. And definitely give it the 90 minutes to dry before, you'll see, but you don't want to add oil until it's set. And also make sure that you clean up all your bolts. You don't want to have any silicone remnants on it. So like if there's a little bit of silicone at the tip of it and you go and torque that back in, that can actually end up cracking the block. So you definitely don't want to have anything else on these besides just the bolts. So once I have my pan ready, I will take the 2 nuts and use those as my starter. And then I'm just going to go along here and we'll give this one more good wipe down. And this will clean everything up, and we'll get these oil spills out of here real quick. And like I said, make sure you rub inside of this track here, because that's going to prevent it from dripping oil for just enough time for you to get the pan on. So get these cleaned up good. And you see how it's not dripping oil at the moment. So now we want to go ahead and set our pan in there. So you will take your pan, line it up. Maybe. There we go. Don't let it touch till you got it good and lined up. And then I will use the 2 nuts to hold my pan in place. And I'll just do them finger tight for the moment. And once you got those set, we'll go ahead and put the rest of these in. I like to do it in a crisscross pattern, and at this point in time too, you can use, I will use this because it's easier than my fingers. but just take it up. You don't want to take it super tight at the moment. You want to give the gasket maker a little bit of time to kind of set before you torque these all the way down. So for now, just get them literally finger tight and just keep crisscrossing until you get all 12 of them in. And you should see your gasket maker coming out just a little bit, and that's perfect. It's going nice and smooth, so don't force it. There we go. And last one. Just look around, make sure you got all of them in. Now what I will do is just go around and ever so lightly, just taking them till the point they stop. I'm not putting any pressure on them or anything like that. I'm just taking them to the point of where they actually stop. Again, I'm hardly putting any pressure on them at all. So now what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna let this sit for about 20 minutes and then I'll come back through and torque it. And at this point in time, this is a 90-minute gasket maker, so you want to set a timer for 90 minutes. Come back after 20 minutes and we'll torque the bolts, and then we'll let it sit for the additional 70 minutes, and then we'll come back and add oil and fire it up. Alright, so it's been actually about a half hour. I let it go a little bit longer just to make sure that it's got a little bit of set time, but I'm going to do this in 2 passes. And first time I'm going to crisscross and then I'll go around, and then the second torque I'll crisscross and then I'll go around again. The first torque is a rather light torque, but calls for 89 inch-pounds. So my first pass is going to be 69 inch-pounds. Now the book doesn't say to do it in 2 passes, but I like to do it that way. That way I make sure that the bolts are all flush and level. So first pass is going to be 69 inch-pounds. And again, like I said, I'm going to crisscross. Okay, so I should have got them all. And now just to make sure that I've gotten them all, I'm still at 69 inch-pounds. And I'm just going to go around all of them. And then that way there's no way that I forgot one. Now I'm going to adjust this to 89 inch-pounds. Okay, and then I will do the exact same thing. Alright, and then again, I'm just going to circle around. Okay, and that should do it. Now we're gonna finish waiting. I got another hour of letting this set before I put any oil in. So we'll let this set for another hour and then we'll get it filled up. All right, so it's been an hour and a half by my timer. I've started adding my oil. I'll go ahead and finish topping this off. As you know, if you're familiar with this car, you know it's real easy to spill oil while you're filling this. So I like to put my funnel at an angle. It helps a lot, but you still got to watch the hole. So it has a protective piece in there, so if you lose your oil cap, your oil won't come spurting out. Alright, we'll get this fired up, and I already took it off the lift, but I'll go ahead and slip under the car and we'll take a look at the oil pan while it's running, just to make sure. Alright, you guys might not be able to hear me. I got it up and running, so I'm just gonna check around for leaks. I'm not seeing anything. It's looking great, so it should be good to go. Hope that helps you.